The Asset Alliance Group Scottish Rally Championship headed south for the final round of the 2024 season, the Caledonian Rally, forming day 2 of Rally Anglo-Caledonian. 6 stages made up the day, and there was still plenty to play for, with both the two-wheel drive and Challengers titles still up for grabs, along with a shootout for second in both the Drivers' and Navigators' Championships. 4 drivers and 3 navigators could still grab the place, headed up by Snowman winner John Wink, navigated on this occasion by Jack Bowen.
Maximum attack. Wee bit of a push, I think. Obviously a fair bit to play for still, so we're the first car on the road, so we'll just have to go.
That's extra pressure, isn't it, being first car on the road? Yeah,
first time I've been first car on the road, so but hey, it is what it is. So.
Local to these forests, Jock Armstrong and Owen Patterson were the first full crew in with a chance. The Skodaroo sporting some changes after lessons learned at the Snowman.
Well, I normally get second in the championship, don't I? So there's no pressure. I'm not too sure. No, it would be nice to get second. So, and there's a nice battle going to go on, so that's fine. Happy with that.
Mark McCulloch and Michael Hendry held second coming into this event in their Proton Satria. Mark, another local, keen to do well in his home forests.
It's whoever's fastest today is going to get it. So.
That's right. And it's your turn for a win.
Well, I did warn them that during the week. Jock's obviously had quite a few SRC wins over the year. We've narrowly missed out a couple of times, and John got his last time, so I think they should just let me win this time. I think it'd be fair.
Stephen Petch and Michael Wilkinson were the final crew, still in with an outside shot of second in their Fiesta, although they were playing down their chances.
No, we're just here to do our thing, no pressure today.
Well, you could both do really well in the championship if you have a good day.
If things pan out, yeah. It's going to be a tricky day, innit, with the weather from yesterday. The surfaces will just pick our fights when they come about today and see how we get on.
We can't stop anybody else. We can only do what we can do. Things have got to fall in our way, that's for sure.
Also to be decided, the G&M Mechanical Services Two-Wheel Drive Championship was a private escort battle, with Greg McKnight and Harry Marchbank's yellow car squaring up against the blue car of Paddy Munro and Andrew Stevenson.
I think the conditions will be quite difficult, but we just need to get rid of the day, so hopefully a clean run. But I said that the last time and that didn't work, so
that's what I was hearing.
That's the way rallying is, so we'll try again today.
Yeah, because you've got the two-wheel drive championship at stake, haven't you?
Aye, we've got a chance of that again today, so that is the plan, just get a finish. So I'll need to try and remember that.
We'll not think about that, we'll just...
You're just going to go and just have
do what we do, drive around and see where we go, and that's...
Sometimes that puts pressure on you, doesn't it, if you think of these things in the background?
You're better not... we're here for the sort of the crack and that, you know. Yeah. As Andy says, you know, it just skids this car, you know, so he enjoys that, you know.
That's true.
Munro and Stevenson were also in a position to snatch the Alban Gary's Challengers title from Johnny Mackay and Rachel Matheson. The Evo crew coming off the back of 2 difficult events in a row.
Yeah, we sort of just need to get around a solid finish. So yeah, that's all we're hoping for today. Just a sensible run, get around and get the finish, and ignore what happened on the last 2 rallies.
Rachel was also involved in a fight for the Lady Navigators title with Donald Peacock's co-driver Mary Riddick. The Mark II crew also just needing a start to wrap up the Class H2 title.
As soon as we cross the start line, that's us won the historic, so it's quite exciting.
Yes, it is. Yeah, good. And you've a wee chance for the ladies award too.
Yeah, we'll just need to wait and see what Johnny and Rachel do. So
another navigator with a job to do. Michael Moach could wrap up the Moats Offshore Junior title from the passenger seat of Justin Gunning's Clio.
Make sure we get the end. We know it's going to be tricky out there. We know there's still snow in some of the stages, so it's a case of no risks. Get round in one piece, and hopefully it comes our way.
Castle Oar and Twigleys opened the day before a single run through Windy Hill and A. And leading after 4 stages was the Proton. Third quickest in stage 1, Mark and Michael admitted to a couple of moments on unexpected patches of ice. Equal fastest in 2 was followed by a storming run through 3, jumping into the lead. Second quickest in A saw them head into second service, 12 seconds up on second place. Armstrong and Patterson were fastest on the first 2 stages of the day, taking a 4-second lead. But stage 3 was the site of the biggest drama, an off and stall and a big hit damaging the exhaust, dropping them to third. Third fastest in A brought them back into second by service. Ian Forgan and Chris Lees had made a cracking start, equal fastest in stage 1 and third quickest in 2 despite a moment on the ice. They jumped into second overall after stage 3 but were unhappy with their run in A, slipping back to third, just 5 seconds down on Armstrong and Patterson. Running first on the road for the first time, Wink and Bowen were the first to find the slippy bits. Fourth fastest on stages 1 and 2, they were off at the same point as the Skodaroo in stage 3. But stage 4 was the first clean run of the day, fastest over the 7 miles to lie fourth, 9 seconds down on Forgan and Lees. Petch and Wilkinson had endured a frustrating morning, enjoying the shorter stages with 2 top 4 times. They hadn't enjoyed the longer stages, struggling for grip. That left them 5th, already 47 seconds down on Wink and Bowen. 19 seconds down on the Fiesta, Greg McKnight and Harry Marchbank had made the ideal start for their 2-wheel drive championship bid, setting top 6 times on every stage. They couldn't afford to back off. Championship rivals Paddy Munro and Andrew Stevenson were just 1 place behind them. The Blue Escort took out a camera and tripod in stage 1 as they explored the edges of the scenery, but it was going well, setting top 7 times on every stage and grabbing the early challengers' lead. Paddy, however, was more concerned about the implications of rallying on a Sunday.
Rallying on a Sabbath day is terrible. Yeah. You heathens down here, heathens, a lot of you, you know. People there were going past churches, people were going into church, for goodness sake. And you're tooting and waving at them and everything, you know. Yeah, just ridiculous, just ridiculous.
Scott Peacock was joined by Stephen Brown for this round, and it was an incredibly consistent morning. Despite finding a patch of black ice in 1 and boiling the brakes in 2, they were 8th fastest on every stage, to lie, you guessed it, an early 8th. The Evo was only 9 seconds up on reigning Scottish champion David Henderson and co-driver Will Atkins in their historic Escort. They had endured a tough morning, losing the clutch in stage 1 and puncturing a tyre in 3, but were still running well. They were almost a minute up on Challenger sponsors Simon Hay and Callum Jaffrey. The Evo 6 crew were continuing their good work from the snowmen, rounding out the top 10 after 4 stages. And that was ahead of a tie for 11th between 2 Mark IIs. Donald Peacock and Mary Riddick were flying in their historic Escort and battling it out with a returning Gordon Morrison and Ian Parker. Having missed the snowman, Montana's Escort was sporting a new engine and they were very happy with the results so far. Rounding out the top 12, Johnny Mackay and Rachel Matheson had made a very cautious start but were speeding up rapidly. They were in the right position to take the challengers, but not to give Rachel the Lady Navigators. 5 seconds were needed to overhaul Peacock and Riddick, and they were set up to make a charge.
Yeah, really good. Tricky stages. There's some almost icy bits still in it, or I don't know if it's ice or just all the mud that's coming out. But we're still here enjoying it, so just keep it going.
What position are you in now?
I think we're leading at the moment, but it's only a few seconds back to Jock. So it's 2 stages, anything can happen, so it's very close.
Both Jock and John Wink had issues.
Yeah, in Windy Hill. John was quickest in the last stage, took 5 out of us, so it's very close between Ian Forgan as well, he's in the mix, so no, we're happy.
We went off at a corner, just at a junction, just come over the crest, just went too fast and didn't manage to negotiate properly, so the car stalled and restart, so dropped the time, and hence here we are.
Well, John Winks just after telling me that as well. He had a moment in a stall and a restart as well.
Well, exactly. So I don't know if it's the same bit. The corner came up very, very quickly, but it was quite loose on the braking area, so it's just one of these things. Not going to stop here, so rather than put it in over there's a big ditch and a kind of culvert, ravine, whatever you want to call it, but it's all slopes down, so that's where we're going to head, so I managed to stop all that. So
we're having a good day. We're lying third overall, so we were second actually. I think Jock must have had a problem and he dropped a bit of time on the first stage after the last service.
He did, he went off a bit.
Did he? Right, okay.
Yeah.
That explains it, because so we jumped up to second momentarily there, but obviously he was a lot quicker than us on that last stage, so we didn't do very well on that last stage. Lost quite a bit of time. So, but we're still in third, so we'll see how we get on. We've got 2 more to do, and they're the ones that we did earlier this morning. So we'll see what condition they're in, and have a bit of fun.
We were quickest by 5 through A, so that's good, because that's the one that we usually lose a bit of time on. So no, it was good. The stage before was going really good as well, but we slipped off a road into a boggy, but stalled to start the car and get going again. So lost a good 15 seconds there probably. So
repeat runs of Castle Orr and Twiglees would round out the day. Sadly, we would lose Forgan and Lee's second fastest through Castle Orr. They were on a push to stay ahead of a flying John Wink, but would spin off early in Twiglees. The car undamaged but stuck in a bog at the side of the road. A tough end to their best gravel run in the car so far. Taking their first Haddo Energy Super Seniors one of the season, Walter Henderson and Jim Kinloch had decided to tackle the whole 2 days of Rally Anglo-Caledonian. What followed was a brilliant drive all weekend, battling for a place inside the top 10 all event, eventually grabbing an excellent 12th. Taking their first groundwater lift trucks Subaru Cup one of the year, it was a difficult day at the office for Mike Grant and Graham Kelman. A burst radiator pipe in stage 1 meant a roadside bodge had to be made before they tackled stage 2. Amazingly, the improvised repair held, but then Mike was startled when the steering wheel began to work itself loose. They managed a more solid radiator fix at service, but the steering wheel continued to give bother for the rest of the day. They survived, grabbing 15th overall at the finish. It was also a tough end of the day for Peacock and Riddick. Hit with late alternator issues, the historic escort slid back down the leaderboard, eventually finishing 14th in the SRC. They took the H2 class title, but it did mean that Mary missed out on the Lady Navigator's prize.
40, long crest, left 5, 80 down the middle, left 6, 40, right on big crest jump, 60, small crest, only 80, turn, hairpin left.
In the Moats Offshore Juniors, it was an excellent run for Justin Gunning and Michael Moats, catching cars multiple times and flirting with the edges of the top 10 for the entire day. 12th at the finish was an excellent way to round out the year and give Michael the Navigator's title. They look forward to pushing even harder in 2025, now that they've got a good handle on the car.
First round never went to plan, but once we get back, we have been working so hard, and the results are showing, and dedicated to him. He's some pilot, and it's been a match made in heaven this year. It's worked, and see what comes next.
Yeah, indeed, yes, onwards to next year. What's the plans for next year?
Next year's hopefully take home the juniors. That's the plan for next year. We've got the seat time now, and we've got the experience with the car, so it's game on.
Rounding out the top 12, Fraser Smith and Charlotte McDowell enjoyed an adventurous day in their Mark II. The middle loop was the most dramatic, surviving a spin and overshoot. 12th in the SRC at the finish was a solid way to round out Fraser's first full Mark II season. The battle for the final place in the top 10 was very tight. Simon Hay and Callum Jaffrey rounding out their best run of the year, just 2 seconds down on Montana and Parker. Gordon and Ian very happy with the new engine in the Escort. The afternoon was very committed for Mackay and Matheson charging up the leaderboard to snatch 9th in the SRC and 2nd in the Alban Garage Challengers. That was enough to take the Challengers title and give Rachel the Lady Navigators after an excellent year-long battle.
Rachel wants to drink it, not shake it.
Yeah, exactly. No, that was the aim for the season, and it's brilliant to finally achieve that. So it's been a up and down year for sure. But no, a huge thanks to Rachel, to everyone that's given a hand along the way, and my sponsors QTech and ISS Aberdeen and Pirelli. So it means a lot. So delighted to finally get it.
Excellent, and you got Rachel, the ladies champion as well.
Yep.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Rachel. How do you feel?
I'm delighted. Yeah. No, it was a bit touch and go this morning, but yeah, no, I'm glad we got it.
Yeah, good.
Get
Well
round.
done
Yeah,
for getting there.
yeah.
That's quite a thing to get the ladies co-driver award. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So tough
onwards.
competition in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition
Yeah.
this year. Yes. Yeah. Well done. Congratulations. Are you out next year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh
Back
yeah.
again.
Back for more.
And long right 2, and flat left 2 in 80, right 2, and left 3 of the crest, don't cut, rough, potholes from here, 60, flat left 2 through dead, 60.
Henderson and Atkins gearbox held up for the rest of the day after their clutch issues. 8th in the SRC and top registered historic car was an excellent result, on top of taking 4th overall in the full Anglo-Caledonian event. Peacock and Brown's strong day continued, 7th in the SRC and 3rd in the very competitive M7 class. Scott more excited that he'd bested Stephen in a game of horse.
I'm winning at horse, that's the main thing.
Horse.
Horse. Never heard of horse.
Well.
On the road section, if you see a horse, you shout horse, you get a point. But you're only allowed one horse in every fenced enclosure, and if you shout horse and it's not horse, you lose a point.
Munro and Stevenson's flat-out season ended with an excellent 6th, second two-wheel drive and a Challengers win. Not enough to take either title, but they did take the M4 Class Championship after another year of crowd-pleasing in the brilliant-sounding Mark II. And speaking of crowd-pleasers, McKnight and Marchbank rounded out their spectacular season with a fantastic 5th overall, wrapping up the G&M Mechanical Services two-wheel drive championship in front of their home crowds by less than a minute over their big title rivals. Greg and Harry delighted to take the two-wheel drive title after another fantastic championship battle.
It was a really good day. We wanted to get to the finish today, but being the local rally, we wanted a good result as well, so it just all came together. Everyone was working perfect, so yep, brilliant to get the win here as well.
Good, excellent. Harry, you had a good day?
Yeah, really chuffed. Obviously sealed the two-wheel drive championship as well. We obviously had to finish today, but much like Greg was saying, it's been against us all year to be honest, but today is the first time the car's properly behaved itself, and yeah, brilliant, so glad to be here.
Petch and Wilkinson grabbed 4th at the finish, rounding out the event with an excellent 3rd fastest over the final stage. 5th for Stephen and 4th for Michael in the overall championship points was another solid SRC campaign. Armstrong and Patterson made a temporary fix to the exhaust in second service, but dropped a further 9 seconds to McCulloch and Hendry in SS5. On the final stage, Jock nearly put the car off the road, trying to avoid a big pothole, and they dropped to the final podium position at the finish. 3rd overall was enough to give Owen 3rd in the final co-drivers' points in his first season in the SRC, with Jock 4th in the drivers after a good year of learning the new car. Wink and Bound's final loop was pretty special, equal fastest in Castle Ower and fastest outright over the final stage, to jump up the leaderboard from 4th to 2nd in just 2 stages. After John's win last time out, 2nd wrapped up a strong end to the season for the I-20, just 15 seconds away from the top spot. But McCulloch and Hendry weren't going to give up their first SRC win without a fight, equal fastest with Wink and Bound through Castle Ower, and that gave them a buffer, and they were able to make sure of a safe 2nd fastest over the final stage to take the win. 10 years together as a team and 3 years of hard work developing the car finally being rewarded with a well-deserved success and 2nd in the championship points.
good, really good. Good to see Mark, good to see John there as well. Good battle today. So
It's certainly shaken up the leaderboard a wee bit, hasn't it? The championship.
Oh, definitely. And that's what it's all about, a wee bit at certain points. So no, it was good to see that. So,
definitely.
I'm still happy, and happy for Owen there. Owen's got some results this year, and he's got a result in the championships.
Yes.
That's made a difference.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to see the young ones coming on.
Been a learning curve for you, Owen, this year, but anyway, you're manning up to it. So yeah,
getting there.
Take him back out tonight if you want to see what he's made of. Another go.
Pub crawl the jock. Oh my goodness.
Just saying, we'll start in Lockerbie, just down the street. Can you drive the van home? Thank you.
Well, really chuffed to pull it back to second because we were down in fourth, obviously, after cleaning the road this morning. So yeah, had a big push on this afternoon.
Big push this afternoon. What was it? Three fastest times on the trot was really good.
Brilliant.
Very happy.
Really happy for Mark and Michael. I mean, there's nobody who deserves it more. So
how do you feel?
Chuffed a bit. We've obviously been trying to get this car up into this kind of pace for 3 years now, and to come here today we really needed the result with probably our two best friends in the championship, Jock and John there, and we were fighting with them for second overall, so to come away with the win today is fantastic.
Just brilliant. Yeah, Michael?
Yeah, chuffed a bit, to be honest. 10th season together in the championship, so to finally get a win. We've had a couple close calls before, so good to finally get it done.
You've done it now in the last round as well.
Does that mean we can retire now?
Please don't.
No, I'm only joking.
Please don't.
Hopefully that's just the first one.
Hopefully, yes.
Certainly
first
enjoyed
of
that.
many, I hope. Yeah, so that's brilliant. I'm so chuffed for you.
It's been just a great day from start to finish. The car's been first class. Everybody in service has been brilliant. So really pleased.
Excellent. Well done.
Thank
and
you.
we're about to get sprayed with champagne again. Thank you. Thank you.
So the Asset Alliance Group Scottish Rally Championship season comes to an end with another popular result. 2024 has been a very closely fought season. Hopefully in 2025 we get more of the same.